Hey guys, what is going on? Levi Apparel here. Like and subscribe. All right. Hopefully you guys like these hoodies. I've gotten a few of them. I have two red. My goal is to have two reds, two blue, two white, and that's what I'm gonna be doing the podcast on. And also I want to have duplicate colors. No, three colors of each one, and I'm gonna continually do my podcast on it because the hoodies, especially around this time, is really good. And my goal is to embroider on it with the logo. Speaking of embroidery, oh man. Like you would never guess what happened to me. 2 weeks ago, I had bird nests, right? So in embroidery, what bird nesting is this, right? The top thread stitches over and over to the point where it hooks onto itself, gets stuck. Sometimes the needle even breaks because the thread is stuck onto itself so tightly that it creates a they call it bird's nest effect, right? The reason why is because in the little hole where the embroidery threads will go into, it builds up to the point where it becomes like a bunch of threads together, like a whole bunch of threads together. And that's where you get the bird's nest effect because it actually looks like a bird's nest. With that said, I was like, you know what? I really need to focus on growing my embroidery knowledge because to tell you the truth, I've been waiting for days like that with problems like that. I've been able to solve for almost every problem but that. So my embroidery journey was going great until I had a bird's nest. So, what did I do? I went and I contacted AW Production. By contacting AW Production, what it allowed me to do was, and he was a little busy, so he couldn't give me full detail. You know, he was out with his family and stuff. So, you know, it's a good thing that he allowed me to just hit him up real quick to with issues. You know what I'm saying? And but just so you know, if you want his services, he has this consultation thing, right? I've already paid for my consultation, right? So since I've already paid for my consultation, it wasn't fully implemented. He offered me the arms out to say, hey, if you need help, um, hit me up and I'll see what I can do for you. But you know, keep in mind what I got going on. So, you know, you said you got that one chance to go, so make it good. So I hit him up like, yo, this is my one chance. Like, help desperately needed. So he hit me up and said, with a text, hey bro, how's your tension? And I never thought about that. Like, when I do embroidery, I set up the artwork, load it up, load up the project to be embroidered, the material to be embroidered, and then I just press go. That's it. Yeah, I just press go. So apparently he said, did you check your tension? Now, the funny part is, as I'm embroidering, I'm thinking to myself, maybe I should check the tension. But I'm like, no, it's not the tension. It was embroidering great before. Like, it shouldn't be a problem. So now we have to go back to the drawing board because issue is, I believe, definitely with tension. Most of the threads, you can tell when you pull them, like they tend to have what's called like, you know, a tight tension, right? That means when you're pulling on it, the thread is fighting you as you're pulling it to come down or to pull down. So because of that, I have to check my tension. But the bad thing is, I'm going to work. And by the way, look, here's what happens to me. Yeah, I was trying to remove the bird's nest with a tweezer, and the tweezer slipped and went right into my hands. Embroidery is not for the faint of heart. Yeah, I was bleeding. It sucked. But you know what? For me, I consider it to be like a badge of honor because you know what? At the end of the day, I'm working with a dangerous machine, a multi-needle machine, and I'm glad it wasn't the needle because that would have been really bad. That would have been really, really bad. But it was the actual tweezers. They're a little bit sharp, and so because of that, I got cut. Yeah, because of that, I got cut. I mean, it is what it is, you know. Yeah, it is what it is. At the end of the day, I wish like that wasn't the case. You know, I would have loved to just done the embroidery and get the project done. Like I'm back now by 3 projects in embroidery. You know, and I didn't think it was gonna be possible, but it is possible. It happened. So now I gotta deal with it. You know, I gotta deal with it. I'm a little bit mad because I'm like, man, there's so much I could have done to improve myself within the years that I had to learn this embroidery process. But I just been so like, nah, I don't want to touch the machine. And the way they kept on coming out with like, oh, you're gonna have this issue, you're gonna have that issue, and I did get all those issues, but I overcame it. Like I had thread tensioning issues, I overcame that, and I had like image issues, I overcame that. Learning the machine and the way it works, I overcame that. So now I have sorry. Now I have one of the leading most problem of all problems, which is my embroidery machine is creating what's called bird's nest. And when you have bird's nest, it means that something's wrong. Something is wrong. You either have an issue with the tension on top or the tension and the bobbin. So I need to figure out what that is so I can properly identify the problem so I can resolve it and actually make it work for myself, you know? Like, I can't wait to make a video about this because people are crucially gonna need this, which is bird nest, what to do. But yeah, but all that I can't do today because I have to go to work. Yesterday was crazy. I set up the machine, the Canon IX what? IX 6820. I got everything set. Machine was prepped, ready for print. And you know what happened? Nothing, man. This machine said, nah, I'm not printing. It's brand new right off the box. It doesn't want to print. And I'm like, dang it. I know what the issue may be, and I hope it's not, because if it is, like, I'm going to run into some problems, right? Okay, so I think the issue may be the fact that the, what do you call that? Hold on. Yeah, I think the issue may be that I really hope it's not, but yeah, I think it is. I think it is. So what I think it is the what do you call it? The cartridges that I'm using, the refillable ink cartridges. I think the printer is reading them as not there, so it's not pushing out the ink like it's supposed to. So, but it's weird. On the monitor it says I have full ink, but you know it is what it is. That one can wait. The other DTF machine I have with the white software issues, like the software, like crazy. My software issues is like crazy, like yo. So it chooses to run when it wants, you know. So it is what it is. I think it's the fact that the computer security system is so tight that it's not allowing it to be registered because it sees it as like malware and spyware and stuff. So yeah, so when I go to print with it, it doesn't print. So the DTF station down, the embroidery station down, the summation down. The only thing that's up is the screen printing. So, you know, it is what it is. If I was getting an order right now for a bunch of shirts and all this stuff, I'd have to rely on screen printing because everything else failed. Screen printing and heat transfers, that's it. That's it. I'm at the point where I've just modified my screen printing machine to be able to do multicolors. I'm thinking about just doing away with these printers and just focus on like, I don't know how to put it. Yeah, I think I might just focus on just what I have currently that's working because like it's crazy, man. This thing refuses to work, man. Like it makes me so mad. Like all I want to do is just work. Just work. That's it, just work. But yeah, it is what it is. I'm not gonna stay on for long. Tomorrow I'm gonna be doing like a double at my job, so today's the only time I have to talk to you guys. So, you know, hope you guys have a good calendar year. And yeah, just a little bummed. But we're gonna fix this. We're gonna solve the problem. And that's kind of why I haven't posted much videos because I'm like, you know what? I need to deal with these problems before I start editing these videos, man. Like sitting down editing and doing all that stuff, man, I can't do it because all the problem with these machines. But it is what it is. Yeah, if you here, like and subscribe, Levi Apparel. We're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through this. I have a guy, AW Production, which is really good, and he's got tons of multi-needle embroidery machines, and I'm gonna solve it. I hit him up. He informed me on some steps I need to take, and I'm gonna follow suit, and eventually I'll be able to just have that out of the way. So, along with screen printing, vinyl, embroidery will be one of the next go-tos, right? While the DTF printers decide that they don't want to work or whatever. So yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do about it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. But we're gonna push forward. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna get this going. But yeah, that's what's going on. Embroidery issues. Not able to push out the artwork like I wanted to for sublimation. And that's it. That's it. You know. So if you're here, you want to comment something, let me know. Yeah, I'll answer you. But yeah, man, I'm bummed. I'm really bummed. Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. The other thing is, I feel extremely tired. Last night I was in the shop from, I'd say 1 a.m. to like 1 p.m. to like 3 a.m. I put in that work. The shop looks amazing. So we can do more podcasts next year. There's gonna be days that I have to go appointment for my kids. I might not do podcasts, but yeah, I cleaned up enough that I can set up to do podcasts for next year, coming next calendar year. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. Yeah, man. But yeah, all the machines now are set. They're in their place. I even set up I built like an extra shelf. I built an extra shelf for the embroidery machine. I mean the vinyls, like vinyl cutters. And the vinyl cutters, man, they deserve it. They deserve it. You know, they deserve it. They've been with me. Sorry about that. The vinyl cutters been with me for a long time, and to know that they still here, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. Yeah, so that's what's going on. I hope you guys have a very good end of the calendar year, and pushing for you to grow and all that stuff. All I have to pray. Whenever you pray, you gotta move your head covering. I think it's what, 1 Corinthians 11:3. One of those. It's in Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3. But anyways, all right, may the Lord bless everybody. May they continue to guide. May He continue to guide us and bless us, give us spiritual strength, wisdom, and encouragement, so we may grow. Also, give us confidence to go forth and prosper over our problems, and may we have nothing but success. And also, as challenges come, I pray that the good Lord bless us with the knowledge and experience to overcome these problems. And may He bless all of us. Just now I pray. Amen. Also, may He help us grow exponentially next calendar year. Just now I pray. Amen. Yes. So yeah, I'm about to throw some music on and jam. But yeah, that was it. That's all I wanted to talk about. Today is so amazing. Like, yeah, it's so amazing. But I like to subscribe, Levi Apparel. I got the shop clean. Podcast is coming. We're gonna do talk and drive, but also we're gonna do in the shop. So as I'm experiencing these problems, I can vlog about it. You can laugh or cheer me on or be excited that I solved the problem. Either way, like and subscribe, Levi Apparel. I got more coming. Peace.